Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Optic Scumpy here today, bringing you the video log post-event Season 1 playoff talk vlog that I always do after every single tournament. I'm sorry that I could not get one out yesterday. The unfortunate thing about this past weekend was I remembered everything except my camera. Literally the one thing that I wanted to remember so that I could try to get some video logs out for you guys of the event, I forgot because I was in a rush. I was trying to get a whole bunch of videos done for you guys before I actually left, and I forgot, and I apologize. I'm gonna pack my camera in my bag so that I remember to take it to Australia. Hopefully, I can upload from the Australian Wi-Fi. We can only hope. But let's talk a little bit about Season 1 playoffs. We the champs, baby! We the champs! Once again, oh, it felt so damn good to win another tournament. It's been a long time. I think the last tournament that we won was, what, back in October or whenever MLG New Orleans Grand Finals was. That was a long time ago. So this felt very good. Let's talk about the venue, spectators, stuff like that firsthand, and then we'll talk about each individual match. So, ESL always does a very good job with this. I never have any complaints with them, honestly. You guys saw my UMG South Carolina post vlog. I had a lot of complaints, but this one was very good, very well set up, very organized. It was prompt. People were there when they needed to be. There were shuttles, catering, food, warm-up stations, 64 warm-up stations in the hotel, which was just complete overkill. Like, maybe like a fourth of those were used at, one time. So that's always so accommodating, and they do such a good job of that. The only critique that I could throw in there maybe is that there weren't a lot of live spectators, and I love live spectators. I love having people in the crowd. I love having that atmosphere, and unfortunately, the studio that it's played in isn't very big, and it doesn't even allow that many spectators, but I just miss the spectator, feel of things. I love it. It's just what I love. Like ESWC last year, so amazing. So many people just chanting, and it's absolutely insane. But that's the only critique that I could really give for the event. Other than that, it was perfect. Like I said, very well ran, very well executed, very well organized. Just thumbs up, double thumbs up. Great job, ESL, Activision, everybody that put on that tournament. Now, let us talk about some of the individual matches, because I know you guys want to hear about TSM and Rise probably in particular, but we're also going to talk a little bit about the Elevate match. So, let's start with our first match against TSM. Wow. Did not expect that to go map 7. They were even telling me after, they were like, how did you guys almost let us beat you? And I was like, bro, you guys just played really well. Like, I didn't really have any counter roast for them. I was just like, you guys played very well. We played bad. We won the Hardpoint, which was expected. We then lost the first S&D. I mean, it was a close S&D. TSM is one of the better S&D teams in the league for sure. So we lost second S&D. I was like, shake it off, guys. We got Uplink next. We'll go up 2-1. We'll take it from there. So we go into Uplink on Breach. Holy shit. I haven't played that bad of a map on LAN in literal years, I think. Like, that was probably one of my worst maps I've had on LAN in a very long time. I went like -10, but it's not even the fact that I went -10. I literally felt useless. Like, I felt like my team was playing 3v4 just because of how I was pushing. I just played very bad that map. So we're just going to scrap that map. We're going to forget about that one. Let's just forget about that real quick. Okay, so next we move on into Stronghold. Another insanely close map. Oh my gosh, like, it's nice to have a match like that at the beginning of the tournament, because whenever you get that match out of the way, it really sets yourself up for a match like Rise later on in the tournament, where it's very high pressure. And we've been through that already, where Rise 4-0'd both teams that they played, so they hadn't been through that adversity yet. They hadn't faced that map 7 elimination like we had. So we go through that CTF. It goes into overtime, stopwatch. They get a cap in 2.5 minutes. We pull a flag out on the next side with like 1.5 minutes, so we have like a minute left in the game to cap. They all overextend. It's a literal 4v4 duel on our flag peg to determine if we win the map, and thankfully, we ended up coming out on top. So we win the CTF in, again, crazy fashion. Lose the next SND again on Fringe. Oh, man. Our first match, our SND was god-awful. Only in that first match, though. The other matches, our SND was good. But that first match, horrible. So, next, moving on, we played Hardpoint Evac. I made up for my breach. I went like positive 20 on that map. I was shredding, absolutely shredding. So thankfully I made up for it. And then last map, what was last map against them? I think it was, shit, what was the last map against, what was the last map against TSM? I can't even remember. There are a lot of maps going through my mind right now. Dude, I literally have no idea what the last map was, but we won it! We won the last map. I'm drawing a blank right now. Like I said, I didn't say actually, but it's very late here, 2 a.m., haven't gotten to sleep yet, not going to be able to go to sleep, so disregard all of that. But last map, ended up beating them, can't even remember the map, I'm sorry. But yeah, ended up winning it, so good to go. Next, moving on into Elevate. People thought that this was going to be a very, very, very hard match for us. We thought it was going to be a very hard match because they had played Envy beforehand. So I was like, oh, they just played Envy. This is going to be wild. This is going to be a hard match for us. They beat Envy, a very, very good team. They're going to be a hard team. Take the Hardpoint, pretty dominating fashion. We then take the SND, and at that point, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a quick series. We got uplink next. We beat them 11-1 in the uplink, absolutely destroyed them. And then last map, we went into CTF. They got first cap. We got the next 3. Moving on, 4-0 against Elevate. That series was quick, simple. And we came out a different team on Sunday. 100% a different team Sunday, which we needed to do. If we would have played like we did Saturday, we would have lost to Elevate 100%. They're a good team. We would have lost. If we would have played like Saturday, we would have lost. So, moving on into grand finals against Rise. The match that everybody wanted to see. We wanted to play it. They wanted to play it. This was just like the perfect finals, the perfect scenario for everybody in competitive Call of Duty, because Rise had won the first 2 lands. We wanted our revenge on Rise. They wanted to play us on land because we go back and forth online a lot. So this was a huge match. We come out of the gate super strong, beat them on the first Hardpoint, beat them on the first SND as well, which was also huge. It was one of our worst SNDs as well, which is Breach. We're not very good at Breach, but we played it really well. For some reason, we played Breach really well in that series. Beat them in the uplink as well, 14-2 or something crazy like that. So at this point, I'm like, oh, we're about to 4-0. Like, let's get it. We are dominant. Next thing you know, I'm sitting up on main stage like, holy shit, we're going into round 11 on last map SND. Let's get it. So, I mean, just explaining a little bit, the Evac CTF, it's our worst CTF map. They played it pretty well. We had a lot of unfortunate things, you know, go wrong where they would get like 1 kill that they needed and that we needed, and they would get the kill, which didn't allow us to pull. They got first cap. You know, they just beat us on that map 1-2. Beat us on our worst SND then, which was Hunted. Oh my gosh. I don't know. We got to fix Hunted quick because we are so bad at it. Like, we're literally awful at Hunted. Moving on, Hardpoint on Fringe. This was surprising. Didn't expect to lose that map. We thought we were going to 4-2 them. They played it really well. They actually beat us on rotations, and they outslayed us. They beat us on both Grandma Hills, which I think was what ultimately ended up beating us on that map. They just got so much free time off that hill, and they got streaks off of it. Like, it was just... It was tough. It was a tough map. They outslayed, they outrotated, they won. So at this point, we're a little bit shook, a little bit scared, like, damn, we just let them come back from 3-0. Now it's 3-3 going into last map, and then you guys know the deal. Went round 11. We ended up getting the first 2 kills, and then we got 2-pieced, actually, and then Damon got a 2-piece to win us the game. Thankfully, we had both of them weak, because if they both weren't weak, that could have been very bad, because they both turned and looked at Damon, but they were both so weak that Damon, like, one bursted one of them, and then the other one was so weak he put, like, a bullet into him, and at that point, I was like, I knew we won, but I was just screaming, defuse, 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 because I didn't want them to start, like, celebrating and not defuse the bomb, so I was, like, screaming, like, someone defuse, 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 and then, obviously, we all celebrated, got a little bit excited. Walked away with about $16,500 each, I believe. Not a bad payday. Not a bad payday at all, but just a little rundown of what's going on here in the upcoming week. We're going to Australia. We leave tomorrow at 4 p.m., headed over to Australia. It's going to be a great time. If I see a spider out there, I'll be sure to let you guys know about it, because, it's going to haunt my dreams for a very, very long time. So, thank you guys for watching the vlog. I hope that you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please drop a like on the video. It really helps out my channel. And as always, guys, this was your boy, Scump. Flair.